nothing good enough to give her while I'm a big kid. And that's where the real deal hold me. And now you look around and know how I feel. Well, if it's good enough to give her a proper check, I take a small piece of some of that funky stuff. It's like this and like that and like this, and it's like that and like this and like that, and it's like this and like that and like this, and Drake creep to the mic like a fan.
I do not own the rights to that music. I do not own the rights to that music. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Listen to that 590s hip hop. Good morning. This is Alfred J. Hollis, a.k.a. Mr. Kankakee in the building. Early this Wednesday morning. Hump day, y'all. Hump day. On my way into the grind. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's been a long time, but I am back. I am back, and I'm sorry for the man that had a lot going on in my life, and had a lot going on and with coaching and family, and man, it's been crazy. But I'm back, y'all. I'm back in full effect. Don't forget to, as always, share these videos. You can also go back later, okay? You can also go back later and listen to the podcast. I'm just saying, on any of your platforms, you can go back and listen to them on Facebook, YouTube. We are also on iHeartRadio, Amazon Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and you can find us on Spotify as well, okay? So we're on every platform. We're there in full effect, and we're doing things, okay? So please share this video. I wanted to get on here this morning and just talk about some stuff, just dealing with the communities at large, dealing with our children, dealing with a lot that's going on, okay? I'm talking specifically to the parents this morning, okay? I'm talking to parents this morning. Parents, please hold up and start to demand a higher standard for your kids. That's number one. Do that. Demand a higher standard for your kids. Why do I say that? Okay. Good question. This is why I say that. Okay. I am a coach in this community. I am a mentor in this community. I'm a community leader in this community. But one of the things that I've been looking at, one of my jobs is, and I take it very seriously, is to check the academics of our student athletes. Okay, because I understand, and you need to understand too, that college coaches are looking for a reason not to recruit your kid. That sounds crazy, don't it? But I'm gonna put some up on my page later on to show you what one college coach said. Okay. Well, what this college coach said, I believe he was from Ball State when he said, I believe he was coaching at Ball State when he said it. He said, we're looking for a reason to take you off of our board because there's so many recruits now. There's so many with the transfer portal and all that stuff. They're looking for reasons to take your child off of recruiting boards. And it doesn't matter what sport. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're looking for reasons to take your kids off these boards. And I've been checking grades. Some of these kids' grades are terrible. Terrible. And when I say something to them about it, first thing they say is, oh, coach, I'm going to get it caught up. Oh, coach, this, that, and other. No. When you get to college, you're not going to get 12 and 13 chances, or I didn't miss the assignment from the beginning of the semester and I got to right now to get it done. No, it doesn't work like that when you get to college. You have a syllabus. You have dates things are due. And if you don't turn them in, you flunk. That simple. Okay. The problem is, in my opinion, and just my opinion, and a lot of people are not going to agree with me, in the school district where I'm at in Kankakee, Illinois, they have something called It's those who are longer for them to learn. I'm all in agreement with them taking advantage of CBE. That's who CBE is for. Some of these kids are just being flat out lazy and don't want to do the work. Okay? And that's the problem. And this is a big thing for me. You got kids right now, and this just isn't in Kankakee, this is all across the country. You got kids that don't want to go to school, that don't want to go to class. What is that about? Why you don't want to go to class? We got kids right now in our building here in Kankakee, combined with absences and tardies, probably about 140, 150 absences and tardies. Man, I wish my child would come home and he got 1 or 2 tardies or absences. My kids will comment on this later on once they see it. So they'll comment on it once they see it. But I'm telling you that's why I tell parents, you have to hold your kids to a higher standard. And if they don't live up to your standard and they don't agree to be with your standard, they shouldn't be playing any sports. They shouldn't be allowed to do any extracurricular activities. What does that mean? Hey, let me tell you how I know that I raised some great kids. Okay, my grandson didn't do so well in a class. Hey, my grandson knew my daughter wasn't playing, so guess what? She took all of his electronics, phone, everything, PlayStation, Xbox, until those grades come up. Standards. We have to start holding our kids to standards. Come on, man. We got to do better. Because if you don't, you're setting them up for failure. And this isn't even about, let's get off the sports thing for a second, okay? This is about life. If your child show up to a job late, or if your child just don't show up, they won't have a job. They won't have a career. And let's talk about, okay, say my child ain't gonna work for nobody. He gonna be his own boss. Okay, let him show up late for a meeting with a client. He loses business. Come on, man. We gotta hold our kids to a standard, a higher standard. And that's something we're not doing, and we have to do a better job at it across the board. Okay, we have to do a better job of it across the board. And there has to be some communication as well. That's another thing, communication. How is it that you don't know your child is failing? How is it that you don't know your child is not going to class? Okay? You say, well, the teacher ain't letting me know. You can get on there yourself. Every school district, I ain't say every other school district, every school district now has a portal where you can check your kids' progress every day. Every day. And Kankakee is called Skyward. Okay. So every parent has a access to Skyward. You can check and see if your child was in class. You can check and see if your child's grades up to date grades. Okay. And if you have a question about that, email. They even got the teachers' email addresses on there. Okay, because what's happening is sometimes, and I'm gonna take up for the kids right now. Okay, sometimes the teachers haven't put the grades in the books, and the teachers will email me and tell me, "Oh, I haven't entered their new grades. He has this grade, or she has this grade." Okay, but if you don't communicate, how you gonna know? That's all I'm saying. How are you going to know what's going on if you don't communicate with the teachers and you don't get your butt on the computer and check their grades every day? Don't trust the kid. Don't trust the kid. I'm telling you. I know you love your kids or whatever. Find out on your own. Okay? Because they'll come home and tell you something crazy. Oh, I'm okay. I'm all right. I got it. And please stop accepting C's from your child. If that's the best they can do, that's the best they can do. Okay, that's fine. But let me tell you something. With a little extra credit and a little extra work, they can pull that B out in the class. And if a teacher, this goes back in the day till now, because I've talked to teachers. If a kid come to class every day showing that effort, telling the teacher, look, man, I really need a B for my core classes for athletics, or I really need this B because I want to qualify for this scholarship at the college I'm going to, guess what? That teacher gonna find you some extra credit. That teacher gonna find something for you to do to get that 80% so you can get that B minus. I'm just saying, man, we have to do better. Because anytime a child has 100 and some absences and they still coming to my practices, that's a problem. Because I'm telling you, if it had been a child of mine, okay, I'm just going to put it out there to you. If it had been a child of mine, they wouldn't be playing nothing. I'm just telling you. If it had been a child of mine, I don't care what. See, here's the key. The school district has their standards and I have mine. Mine are way higher than the school district or the IHSA. Mine is way different. Way different. Okay, because I know what kids need to get into college. I know what kids need to succeed. I know what kids need to do what they need to do. Okay, some of these kids said they want to go to college. You can't go to college with a 1.5 grade point average. You can't. You can't do it. You can't do it. So stop letting these kids think they can do it. Because it's getting frustrating for coaches and mentors and community leaders like myself. It's getting frustrating because we tell them one thing and we send them back to you and you telling them another. Sometimes you got to break the cycle. I don't care if you didn't go to college. Want better for your child. Okay? Want better for your child. And guess what? There's resources out here for you too. So don't make the excuse, well, I ain't did nothing here in Kankakee. My child ain't going to do nothing. That's bullshit. And it's a lot of jobs and a lot of things going on in Kankakee right now to where your child can get a start. You can get a start. Might not be the job you want, but it'll get you on your feet to the point to where you can go get the job you want. Perfect example. Okay, talk about communication. I'm about to communicate with you. Shapiro Developmental Center in Kankakee, Illinois, which is a state job, is understaffed to the point to where they're hiring mental health techs, trainees. That means basically a mental health tech 1. Okay, that means you're just getting hired as a mental health tech. They have 200 open positions right now. I'm going to repeat that. 200 open positions right now. So what's the excuse? There is no excuses. There's jobs here. I always hear people say, well, Kankakee is a dead ghost town or whatever. That's bullshit too. If you can't make it here, you can't make it nowhere, okay? Stop using the excuses. And if some people got to move in order to improve, guess what? Go ahead and move. But if you taking that same person with you, ain't no sense in going. I said what I said. So that means you changed when you went somewhere else and did great. You didn't do the same thing you was doing here. So that's great. If you need to leave Kankakee, that's fine. But don't use Kankakee as an excuse because you can get it done anywhere. All right? But your kids, you have to hold them to a higher standard. You have to. You have to hold your kids to a higher standard. Because we're letting them get away with too much. How is it that you got 100 and some absences? You barely passing classes, but I see kids all over. As soon as they get their license, they driving to school. They going out every weekend. Hell, some of them try to hang out later than me, and I go in the house at 12 at the latest. And some of them out hanging out later than me. There needs to be some consequences to their actions. But if you don't know and you taking their word for it, and this is the killing part, it is April 19th, okay? It is April 19th. No, it's April 17th today. April 17th. So with it being April 17th, a lot of parents are about to say they getting letters in the mail right now. Your child is not on track to graduate. Your child will not graduate high school. Now you want to jump up, come up to the school and act the fool with the principal, the teachers, the counselors, and everything else. What you been doing the last 4 years? It ain't their job to take care of your child. It's your job to take care of your child. It's your job to check in on your child. It's your job to make sure they're doing their work. And then if they're not doing their work, hold these teachers accountable and have them teach your child. Get your child the extra help they need. That's the communication part I'm talking about. But if you just want to sit back and don't tell me you ain't got the time, because half of y'all ass on Facebook all damn day. Half of y'all ass making TikToks. Half of y'all ass in the stove shopping. Come on, man. So stop it. Stop it. I don't want to hear it. I bet y'all be at the party at Jag this weekend, though. No hesitation. Bet y'all be at the club this weekend kicking it, popping bottles, all on video, and your child flunking. Y'all better do a better job. Get on your job. Get on your job. Get on your job. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, that's my show for this morning. Okay. Don't forget to tune in. I'm just saying on a regular. This is my Wednesday edition. Just coming back off a long hiatus. I had some things going on. I explained that in another show. Be looking for all of you sports related people. Be looking for the Diamond Report, where I'll be having a lot of college coaches and things on there, talking about the recruiting process, talking about how to get your kid recruited and the whole nine. So y'all be looking for that. And I want to give a special shout out to the Smith and Morrow family. A few weeks ago, my brother, my homeboy, I was the best man in his wedding. David Smith passed away. A true pillar of our community passed away. So I want to give condolences and prayers to his family. All right. Also giving a shout out to my family, my cousin Felicia Pittman Dent. Just lost her son tragically in Wisconsin to a domestic violence situation. Cuz, I love you, and we here for you. And just pray for our family as we go through this difficult time as well. His services are Friday, so we're gonna be there with her. And just pray, man. Just pray for our cities. And I do devotion every morning, and I pray for everyone. So just remember, man, do better by your kids. Check their grades, hold them to a higher standard, and let's get it done. Okay. This is I'm Just Saying. I'm Alfred J.J. Hollis, aka Mr. Kankakee. I love y'all. Remember, go check us out on every social media platform. Every social media platform. Check us out on all of them. That's Twitter, Instagram. Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and we're on every iHeartRadio, Amazon. You can check out the podcast and all that a few hours after we get done here. And it's always imparting. Every day you get better, worse. You never stay the same. And remember, if you don't have a seat at the table, you are on the menu. May God bless you. May God keep you. And may you have a wonderful day. I'm just saying.